name's Allison Klein, and I'm the advisor of the Crossroads chapter of NJHS. So please silence your cell phones until the conclusion of the ceremony. This goes for you too as well, students. So I'll give you a second to silence your cell phones. Feel free to take any photos or video of the event. This is a great moment to be able to share with friends and family who could not be here this evening. So we're gathered here this evening to extend full membership to the students seated here. Selection to the NJHS is a privilege and is a significant achievement in these students' middle school career. This honor is both the public recognition of accomplishment and the private commitment to continued excellence on the part of these new members. National Junior Honor Society membership has been extended to these young men and women because they have excelled in the areas of scholarship, leadership, service, citizenship, and character. So we are excited to extend an invitation to these students. At this time, I would like to introduce the faculty committee who are present for this evening's induction. Teachers, please stand as your name is called. Mrs. Amy Pyatt, Mrs. Francine Ross, Miss Izzy Jones, Mrs. Lisa Larson, Mr. Tim Sheehy, Mrs. Terry Hibbard, Mr. Steve Tumbleson. Also present is Mr. Dave Main, principal of Crossroads Middle School, and assistant principals Mrs. Shannon Cupp and Mr. Eric Stevenson. So please give a round of applause to all the teachers. Teachers, you may be seated. Membership to the Crossroads Middle School chapter of the National Junior Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of 5 qualities held in high esteem by the Society. Some of our faculty will review these qualities for the candidates. At this time, Mrs. Pyatt, Mr. Main, at this time, if Mrs. Lisa Larson, Mrs. Terry Hibbard, Mrs. Amy Pyatt, Mr. Steve Tumbleson, and Mrs. Francine Ross will come up to the stage. All right, scholarship will be presented by Mrs. Lisa Larson.
Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Leadership will be presented by Mrs. Terry Hibbard.
Leadership. It should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain that same objective. The price of leadership, it's sacrifice. The willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a substantive change to each of our members.
Service will be presented by Mrs. Amy Pyatt.
Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition is the quality that we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Citizenship will be represented by Mr. Steve Tumbleson.
I represent citizenship, the obligations each member of our society faces to live up to the democratic ideals given to us by the founders of our country. The responsibilities each of us has to our home community, our state, and our nation are many. As good citizens, we are bound to live up to the laws and guidelines which unite us as a civilized society. Good citizens work together to improve not only our lives, but the lives of all our fellow citizens. Good citizenship requires that we remain strong and vigilant in protecting the freedoms and rights that have been granted to us and in preventing injustice from entering our lives. We, the members of our chapter, are called to live up to the high standards of citizenship from this day forward.
Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each one individuality. It is that without which no one can respect themselves nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character which guides one through life, and when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action and daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Junior Honor Society to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, character, and citizenship, both at Crossroads Middle School and in my life. All right, thank you. You may be seated. Mr. Tumbleson will be presenting Jared Waters, Sakar Timsina, Kaylin Peoples, Hannah King, Miles Heck, Lucas Elmore, Juan Davis, and Allie. Juan Davis is a very relentless, intelligent, and extremely kind-hearted young man. Juan is the starting nose guard for the Fairfield 8th grade football team, where he has held the same starting position during his entire middle school career. Recognized by his coach as the anchor of the defense for his high IQ, football awareness, and the guy who was not afraid to pick up the double and triple teams and do the dirty work. Juan helped lead his team to a 15-2 record during his middle school football career, where they tied for first places for the GMC title. Juan is a member of the 8th grade band and plays the tuba. Juan has a passion for and love for his community, where he constantly volunteers his time by giving back to those that are less fortunate or in need of special services. Juan has volunteered his time during the summer by donating shoes to less fortunate children so they can have nice shoes to wear to school. Juan has volunteered his services in giving away school supplies and also giving away toys to kids in family baskets to the less fortunate during the holiday season. In September 2022, Juan volunteered and participated in the Buddy Walk, which promotes acceptance and inclusion of people with Down syndrome. This hits close to home for Juan because his godbrother, baby Rue, was born with Down syndrome. Juan's future goal is to be an aerospace engineer and a community activist. Juan lives by the scripture, Philippines 4:13, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthen me.
Classroom, if you're anything like me, the thing that really stands out is what you guys all are doing for others. And it means so much. And, I love to hear about the interests and the hobbies, but the things that will send you and set you apart from everybody else is that you'll be able to say that you know how to give and you've provided and done things for others. And I'm sure that you guys know that just doesn't come to you, but you've had some role models in your lives. So if you guys would just take 1 minute and reflect about who, family members, maybe teachers, maybe, some friends that really have instilled that value into you, and just join me with a nice round of applause for those people who have helped you guys have that right attitude. So, as the building principal, like I said, I get an opportunity to work with these great children every day. And for those of you who have, been around a little bit in Fairfield, you know that recently we've been kind of faced with some hard times, especially from our high school. And you think about, what does that mean? It happens, you read about it, and, I just want to really reflect on really one key thing, or key attitude, and it is time. And cherish the time. My kids are quite a bit older now, 18 and 21, and I miss this time. And I don't want you guys to rush through it. Parents, I know you feel like you want them to rush through some of the bad stuff, but I just encourage you all to cherish this, enjoy this, continue to create it, and make everything with the time that we have. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Junior Honor Society.
Yes.
Be like you when I grow up.
Right.